Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from Group 5 and the title for our project is Total Daily Calories Needed per Person Using Mary. Okay, next I will introduce my team member. The first one is the Hamdan Zakirin. Next is Fahmi. And the third one is me, which is Muhammad Azizam Kadir. And last is Muhammad Izul Arifi. Okay, next I will pass to the next presenter about to introduce our project.
Okay, first of all, I will tell you about the content of our presentation. So this is our outline. First is introduction, then we talk about the flowchart and analysis, then explanation about the coding, and then about the conclusion of our project, and finally the Q&A.
Hi, my name is Muhammad Zulfi Bardani, my number DE190166. Okay, now let's take a look for the introduction. So before that, this is our title for our project, which is the total daily calories needed for person using a Mary. So what is the Mary? Okay, Mary is in terms of the machine architecture that is really intuitive and easy. So why we use the Mary for our project? Because the architecture is easy to understand and powerful machine in doing the instruction. So this is the architecture of the Mary. There has two main architecture, which is first is the CPU, second is the main memory. Okay, so next we take a look for the Mary C machine. So we use the Mary C machine to run the coding of our project, so that we can see the result for the project. So in the Mary C machine, we need to use the Java language, which is this must refer to the instruction set architecture ISA. Okay, this is the instruction that we must to refer and we must to declare on the Mary C machine. So after we declare, we can identify the result of the project. Okay, next, this is the computer and organization of our project, which is we use the GPIO. So GPIO we know is the input and the output. So we apply this GPIO in our project, which is we do the project. We must put the input, which is the input for the project is the body weight and the standing height, and the output, which is we can get the value of the BMI and calorie. So the main objective of our project, which is we want to know the value of the BMI and the calories after we put the value of the body weight and the standing height, to make sure that the individuals can have a practice healthy lifestyle. Okay, so we want to have this value for BMI and calories, we need to declare the formula for the BMI and the calorie. So for the BMI, we need to declare this formula, which is weights time weights per height square. This is for the manual calculation, and the unit is the kilogram per meter square. And the next is the calorie calculation, which is in unit the KCAL. And there in calories, we have a two way to calculate the calories, which is men and for women. So for the men, we need to declare for this formula, and for the women, we need to declare for this formula. So after that, after we declare for all this formula, we get the output, which is the value of BMI and the calorie in per day.
Assalamualaikum and hello, my name is Isfahmi bin Karim and I will be present about flowchart of this project. This flowchart will tell step by step how our project works. This flowchart has been done to be a draft as our coding. Firstly, the program asks the user to enter the two input, which is the weight and the height. The input height which is W, will be copied and located to Y. The value of Y will be used in loop 1. The loop 1 will be used to make the value of Y smaller, which is divided by 10. For example, if you enter the value of X equal to 170, the loop 1 will make the value become 70. So the value of Y1 will be located and used in loop 2. The function of loop 2 is to make the height to become the power of 2 and will be used in loop 4. In the loop 3, the input of weight will be multiplied with 1000 to balance the denominator and numerator in loop 4. Okay, in the loop 4, we will use the value from the loop 2 and loop 3 to get the value of BMI and label as Z. The value of Z will be tested to get the level of BMI. The value of Z will be located to Z1. The Z1 will be minus to 19. If Z1 less than 0, so it go to loop of KKB, which is the underweight. No default, it continue to detect the level of BMI. So the value of Z will be located to Z2, and the Z2 will be minus 24. So if the Z2 is lower than 0, it's go to loop of NML, which is normal. If not, the value of Z will be test again, and the value of Z will be located to Z3, and the Z3 will be minus to 28. If Z3 is minus than 0, it will go to loop of BBH, which is the overweight. If not, it will go to loop of OBS, which is obese. For the loop of KKB, NML, BBH, and BS, we will use the new variable, which is S, and we load the S to the AC. The value of S will be added to X. So every of the loop has their own variable, which is X6, X7, X8, and X9. Each variable have their own value that have been declared on the early coding. How the value will be used to stop the loop. For example, when X9 is equal to 0, the coding will go to the output. So the output will show the result, the value of X, the weight, the value of W, height, value of Z, which is BMI, and the value of S, the calorie per day. And the system will end. That's all from me. Thank you.
Hello and good morning everyone. Today I will test the coding to get the value of calorie need for a person in daily by using Mary Simulator Online. So I will run the program and put the value of weight and height. After that, I run the program and wait for the result. So this is the output of the system, where 58 is weight, 170 is height in cm, 20 is BMI value, and 2320 joule is calorie needed for a person in daily. For the next part, I will explain the explanation of the coding, where the part 1 is need a user to put the value of weight in kg and height in cm, convert to the nearest 10. Then this part is to store the value into the character. For a loop 1, the function is to convert the value, for example 170 to 17. It's like the value is divided with 10. In this loop, y is minus 10 and y1 is add by 1. The system is looping until y value is 0. The value that we want is y1. For loop number 2, the system will multiply the weight with power of 2 to get the denominator of BMI formula. For loop number 3, the system will convert the value with 100 times, same as we multiply the value with 100. This is because the value will balance the converter on denominator value. This value is numerator of BMI formula. For loop number 4 is for get the BMI value. To get the value, we need to get the value for y3, which is denominator, and x1 for numerator of value. The value of x4 is testing value, where the y1 is enough to minus y3 or not. If not, the system will done and going to the next part. The BMI value that we want in the system will put on the Z character. This part is the next part of the looping system, where the value of Z will test to the system before going to the next part. If a value of Z is not fulfill the requirement on the if 1, the value will go to the if 2 to test again, and will repeat the same. If not, on the if 2 will go to the if 3. This part is the formula that we'll use with the Z value following with the condition on the past system selection. After the system are multiplied with specific value, the value which is S character will go to the next system. This system is the last, which is the system will show all output and input to the user. The output that will show is X for height value, W for weight value, Z for BMI value, and S for calorie needed per person in daily. And the last one is the system will stop with hard comment. Next is the declaration of all character with the initial value. That is the explanation of the coding on Mary Simulator. I hope you understand what I explained to you. So that's all for me. Thanks for watching this video, and we are going to the next part.
Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Rizal bin Kadir, and I will present about the conclusion of our project. Okay, there is a 4 point that I would like to present. First is Mary software achieve our desired objective of entering BMI data to obtain the desired output. Okay, for point number 2, input and output must apply in decimal value, and Mary will understand in form of binary. Then point number 3, the architecture inside the Mary is easy to understand and learn. And the last point is the result will control BMI of the individual obesity by showing them the calories value that they need to lose by the instruction given that appear.
Hello everyone. Today we will discuss the question and answer, which is I will discuss for question number 1, which is the what is unique features of your CAO project. For our project, for the first, we display all the value for a user, not just the calorie needed. So we also display the weight, the height, and BMI. The number 2 is the program also provided the BMI value for a reference for a user. So the user no need to calculate the BMI value. So number 3 is the easy for develop to and to understand the program, and easy for upgrade the system to become more complex. This is because the coding that we provide is the simple one, and the developer can upgrade the system to be more complex and reliable. So number 4 is the system can help the people to calculate their value, which is without referring the formula on the books. So the system already generate the value for the user. So no need to take the calculator and make a calculation manually. So that's all the 4 points of my questions. We are going to the next question.
For question 2, question 2 asks us what does the current trend of computer architecture is related with our pure project. The computer architecture trend that relate to our project is the input and the output. Input is data that computer will receive, and the output is the data have been processed by computer to be sent or the display. The input entered by decimal and will be operated in the form of decimal and will be converted more to decimal for the output.
For the Q&A section, I will answer the question number 3, which is explain on how your project can support sustainable development. Okay, our project is focusing on how to control BMI, especially the person who is on obesity. Using the Mary Simulator, we can put the BMI value, and after that, we get the result. The result will show us the calorie values and what tasks we need to do to get the ideal BMI number. So this project will improve the health system and also reducing the number of obesity in world.
Okay, now let's take a look for the question number 4, which is the question is explain the current trend of the computer architecture for sustainable development. So the current of trend computer architecture for sustainable development, we can see at the RISC 5, which is the RISC 5, we also known as the open instruction set architecture, and a cited trend towards open source course. So the RISC 5 will enable a new set of the architecture opportunities, including option for large scale in memory, compute, for heterogeneous memory, using different types of memory in the same system, and for heterogeneous compute, which is the combining general purpose and accelerator compute engines. So this fundamental change in the core technologies of the data center promise to unleash a new set of innovations in the system architecture and in how difficult the computational problems are solved at scale in the data-centric world.